Alright. Meow. 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 Alright, am I the drama hall? What are we talking about? I'm live! I'm live! Come see me! Live! What's up, Bear Dad? Good to see you, buddy. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. And welcome. Alright. Let's take. Oh, what's going on here? Thing keeps blurring up on me. Alright, there we go. Hi, boy. Hi, everybody. Boy, it is so good to see you. You don't hear me? Am I? Oh, my sound. My sound is way low. Weird. How about now? That's a little better. Not really. Interesting. Um. And let's try now. No. And. Okay, how about now? What is going on here? What is wrong with my voice? What's wrong with my sound? This is weird. Now it's fine. And that's because I'm using the internal mic though on this thing. That's wow. This is the Ustream software. This is not. Yeah, but this sound that's recording with is horrible. Get a little higher. Sounds like a fan. It sounds like a fan because it's using the sound within the computer. Don't show too much skin. Go to hell. I had my first workout in like 3 weeks or in 3 months yesterday. Holy crap. I am so sore today. It's okay, sounds like a truck running in the background. Okay, 1 second. Let me Okay, this is not fun. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Start Ustream. Is it better? Is it better? Much better? Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Um, you can hear me. Sound quality's a lot better. Okay. So it was because Jesus. It's this Ustream stuff that we're using. That's what it is. It's a pain in the butt. It is el peno de bato. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. For those of you who are off in Europe right now, good evening. Or actually, Toil, wow. It must be like what, midnight for you? Hi, Johnny. Hi, Owen. Good to see you guys. Life is great, boy Pasha. Thank you for asking. I don't think I said pain. I might have meant pain and PAIN. That's about it. Oh, okay, 11. Well, still, Toil. Thank you for taking time out of your day to stop on in. Yeah, the equals the dreaded hour when Spencer Marshall are on it. But so it's a that's funny. I like that. Hey Johnny, good to see you, buddy. Cubes, good to see you as always. I love you guys. Dollar en el tercero. Jackie. Anyways, so good afternoon, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Uh, Thank you guys for showing up today. I kind of wanted to have a talk first and get this all cleared up right off the bat. So, Sexual Zeus he's laying down. So, I've been shopping for technology at the same place John does. No, the technology that I'm using is free. If I had the money to pay like John does, you could expect that we wouldn't have a single issue with cam problems. This is a software issue. This is not a hardware issue. So, you want to talk with yes, my crunch. Okay, so okay, so I had a talk with a couple members. It sounds like when Nick gave his goodbye, he kind of gave you if that logic were the pad better than it is. Yeah, it's true. I agree, Bob. Um, it seems like he gave you guys a really different reason as to why he quit. as a consensus, can I just see what you guys think? Yeah, Toil, I do not have the time to take an hour on my day and watch an archive. I do not have the time at all. Um, it's very difficult to keep up with. So, but from a majority of people that I keep hearing from, um, you fell asleep and missed Nick. Okay, it sounds like he basically gave a whole different reason than what I said he was going to be quitting for. Let dead dogs lie. Well, no, Campa. This is the reason why is because I want to get my name cleared up real quick. Because people were basically, I had people coming at me basically saying something along the lines that I gave a whole different story. So it's not a dead dog that needs to lie. This is something that needs to be dug up and gone over and then put back in the ground. Not quite the same, but it was good to hear from Nick. Probably better. Okay, Owen. That's good. You want louder audio? There's nothing I can do here other than restarting the feed, which is what I was gonna do. Um, so why did Dallas quit? Nick was a little worried about going through issues she went through when people found out about the pad. Okay, so that was some of it. Okay, so this was the thing is somebody made it very clear to me that he basically said that he didn't have a single problem with the way that chat spoke. Do you remember how that was kind of the key issue that I brought up to you guys the other night? He didn't want to relive what he went through when people found out about the pad. Okay. Probably just interpreted it a little differently from what Nick was trying to say. It's not what I interpreted, it's what others interpreted and told me, Owen. Like I said, I didn't even watch the archive, and I'm not going to. I don't have time for it, and I'm not, it's more or less I care about what other people concerned. It's not because we were too gay. It's kind of, listen, it's got nothing to do with the gay. So let me go ahead and reiterate on that again that it had nothing to do with that. As I said before. Well, Nick probably thinks we're all pervs. He loves us. Nick, don't put your dick in my mouth, chat. Hey, Cream Puff, good to see you. What's up, Bob C? Good to see you, buddy. All right. So anyway, let's not say please sing songs. He sang Prince songs to us. Nice. Well, good. Okay, good. Well, I wanted to basically just go ahead and throw this that ultimately from what it sounded like the site, it really impacted. It's like, okay, why is everybody thinking that this is about that? Did I make it sound like that we had a problem with you guys being gay? Because everybody seems to be responding to that. So let's go over this again, and maybe I have to reiterate my point 10 more times. So let me ask: did you guys think that this had something to do with the fact of people being gay? Because apparently that's what everybody's answer is that, oh, you didn't have problems with being gay. It's not being gay, it's being sexual. Two very strict different points. Well, thank you, Cream Puff. I'm just gonna wait until somebody gives me like the serious answer to the question. Okay. Okay, 12. Okay, thank you, Bear Dab. Okay, thank you. I want to make sure that is clear and straight to the point. So we don't have to keep talking about this. Anyway, yes, he's nervous about the stuff coming back and biting him in his real life and all this and that. I get that. It's not for everybody. Not everybody can get up and throw that stuff up in the open. Um, eh, but I did want to reiterate on the fact that what he specifically told me was that the chat was just he'd log in and the chat was just nothing but just pure sexual annoying sophomoric speak. It's even happening today again. So sort of I've ever had. He can take a joke better than most. I doubt highly if we were the issue. Okay, I don't think anybody's understanding the point that I'm trying to get at. So it's kind of worried about diving into cancers, even though it might be incompatible with where he is in life with his corporate job. Yeah, no, I understand. Um, yeah, I know about him, but I'm kind of going off of everything. Like I said, I spent an entire show talking about it. My last show, or not my last show, but the show before that, and and yeah, it's kind of difficult to make a point when I'm trying to read other people's points too at the same time. So anyway, this was the whole point. Nick got a hold of me, told me that the chat was just too, it was too much for him, it was too sexual because, and you know, and he's nervous about people from outside of that realm coming in and seeing it and then, you know, being more curious as to what it's all about. So essentially, it came down to the entire, you know, the chat being just too sexual. Sometimes it is difficult to deal with. This was the key thing he brought up to me. It had nothing to do with Facebook. It had nothing to do with real life. It had nothing to do with that. So I set him up basically to be able to come on and tell you guys this on his last show yesterday. And instead he got on. He's like, "Oh no, I love the gay talk and all this and that." The point is that I heard from some members that he did a 180 on that, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's basically making me look like I just came on and said that it was one thing when in reality it was another thing. When he made it very clear to me that was one thing, and then I hear that that's how he's portraying it all in this. So I wanted to make that very clear. I'm not gonna look at chat right now because I'm not gonna sit and get distracted anymore and get off my point. I want to make that very clear that there was something, you know, that's what it is. I guarantee you, if he did the pad, or if he didn't do the pad, and there was no video of him, you know, out there being naked on a webcam set or anything, I guarantee you he'd be down for this. I guarantee you, and that's what it came down to, was that he was afraid that new members coming in would see this and just be like, oh, it's just, you know, it's all these guys just talking a bunch of gay sexual talk. Um, that is exactly word for word verbatim what he told me, and and I was like, well, that will change. He's like, no, it's not. So the whole entire point here that I'm trying to get at is that he told me one thing and then all of a sudden flips it to you guys and says, oh no, we love that talk. We, you know, we I love when you guys are like this, and I'm not at all saying that he had regrets. I'm not at all. He never, you know, I don't believe he's had regrets. I think he's probably had more positive things come out of it. It's just, to me, what offended me was that he flipped it like that, and then not just that, but in the week and a half, 2 weeks time that he was here, he made money, and he made good money too. He made really good money, and all of a sudden now the Facebook page got put up, and then everything just flipped. I found that a little distasteful on the fact that it was all okay when the money was coming in. It was all okay before it was too big for everybody else to know. And then, you know, when I told him from the very get go that there was a lot that I was going to be doing this, that was going to be working to make this aggressively bigger. Um, and so then all of a sudden, maybe the money is not as consistent as it was. Which, by the way, every dime you guys gave him, I gave to him. That was money straight to his pocket, and so I found that a little distasteful, and I found that a little offensive. That the least you can do is give honesty, and from my perspective, it came off like this. It came off trying to leave on good terms so that you can come back, whereas I got thrown under the bus a little bit, and you know, some of you guys who might have thrown whatever amount of money that you did, you know, you don't know when he'll be back now. That was the honest, that was the honest feeling that I got, and that was the utmost. I found it very offensive, and I'm gonna have a talk with Nick, and I'm gonna tell him, you know, because I set him up for complete honesty, and the least you can do with people is be completely honest. He can at least say, hey, you know, it got to this point, and all of a sudden, you know, I had to do this or something. But it just went too one way and another. He told you guys one thing, told me another. From his current life. People not understanding. No, I understand that, Bob C. It's just at the same time, it seems like this. It seems hypocritical. It seems like there's no standing moral ground. You know, me, I'm the type of person to You're good. I got it covered. Anyway, anyway, me, I'm the type of person to stick by my guns, you know, no matter what, and you know, and I don't expect that with everybody else, obviously. It's just I'm a little upset though by that. Confused. Who's giving you shit about this? Just people, Matilda. Just people. And I want to make sure that I got that cleared up. Because I did. I was a little offended by that. You know, that it was that you're told from the get go that it's gonna be growing fast paced. That you know, basically to expect it. And I mean, the second that the YouTube videos start getting put up, that's gonna be a big thing. Like that's gonna be something that brings it to, you know, to a level of putting out. Anyway, so I wanted to bring that up and just kind of clear that up because you guys got told a different story, whereas I was told a different story, and I don't think what happened was exactly right. So looks like this has stung a bit. Sorry if it's getting you down. Well, yeah, it stung. It stung mostly on the fact that, you know, that there was something here that was given to him, and you know, this that and you know, it's you guys too. Um. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody really understands my perspective on this except probably Campa, because me and Campa talk on a consistent daily basis and have to deal with this kind of stuff. But anyway, nonetheless, yeah. So I just found it in very bad taste what happened. You know, um, if Nick wants to jump back on this, he's more than welcome to, but he's not going to be in the seat that he thinks he's going to be in. I think he's not. You know, this is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. The only person that's going to be able to do it is going to be me and Campa, and we're going to have to carry this thing on our backs. This means I'm going to be the one who's going to be, doing all the filming work, all that stuff, all the putting myself out there and having to go through that battle, because that will be a battle, and I don't expect that from anybody else. But you're not going to reap the rewards of the hard work that we're going to have to put into this, you know, to make this happen. Um, and yeah, that I mean that's just that. So, um. No, bottom. It's. I'll talk to you later about that. You know what? No, I don't need to talk to you about that bottom. No, yes, I know. I know you guys are saying that I owe it to Nick to do that. Nick owes it to me to not. You guys, what you guys told me today was enough to see that he told you guys something different than what he told me. He owes me to be able to tell the same thing. I got on my show Wednesday to build up and to show the entire to show the to get set him up in a positive perspective, and he came in with a positive perspective on him, but I felt at the cost of me, and I really disagree with that. Um. Anyway, no, it's not a conversation I need to have with him first. This is I know exactly how it's set up. You guys cleared it up with me by telling me what he said. He told you guys something different. So make up your mind about Nick. Or I'm not making up my mind about. Like, listen, my mind about Nick is made up. Okay, what you guys know as Nick is Nick on camera. Okay, you don't know Nick behind the scenes. You don't know Nick, so don't. Please do not tell me not to make up my mind about Nick. I will make up my mind about Nick, and that simply is that. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna play the fucking, play the little part of being equal with everybody and all this and that. I'm gonna give you my fucking perspective, and I've dealt with Nick many a time on other personal occasions. So
He didn't explain it the right way when he talked to you. Maybe he did not toil, but nonetheless, he could simply, he could have simply made that very aware uh, to me what he was going to say, and he told me the reason. I said I was going to tell the chat the reason that he told me. So, okay, well, Matota, I can tell you this: that hands down, I've given you guys nothing but the true 100% perspective. Nobody else has the balls to do it. Postmaster John doesn't. Leo doesn't. Nick doesn't. Nobody ever can do it. And that's the world we live in. There's a bunch of people who are just afraid to confront things. Okay, I'm not afraid to say out loud here that I'm disappointed with Nick. If that upsets some of you and you think this is the wrong place to do it, well, guess what the whole point of this is to be? Is to be as real and forward with you as possible. I already know what I'm gonna say to Nick. You guys confirmed for me what he said, and I'm gonna say it. And I wanted to first clear it up with you guys before I get on the phone with him. So the reason why I'm not getting on any other kind of subject too is because the second that I start talking about something is it gets turned into a joke. I hate it. I get so sick of it. Okay? When I try to have a serious conversation with you guys, half the time it's, oh, I didn't think this was just gonna, this entire time, half of you been saying, I didn't think this was this kind of site. It's just like, come on, you know? So it's gonna be more motivation for me to be like, well, I'm gonna go and sit and talk about this then. So, and I'm not gonna move on from the subject until it's done. So, anyway. Okay, so, right, boy? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Fly to Eagle, Switzerland. Nah, not that easy. Well, it also feels like what's been said so far, setting things up for a fight. Probably doesn't need to be that way. Listen, Owen, how do I explain this to you guys? When people are treated a certain way, it's already set up for a fight. I you know I love that you guys are love Nick and you want to defend him and all this and that. But at the end of the day, uh, the way that it got set up for me is already enough to start a fight. Okay, now I'm not gonna sit here and get on the phone with Nick and yell at him or anything like that. It's just it, it, it's this expression of Campa, shut up. Let him fucking talk. And I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to talk about anything else. This is what I want to talk about. Okay, if you guys don't want to listen to it, exit my fucking show. Okay, end of the story. So, Owen, you're not being a peacemaker right now. You're this is not going to be the way to peacemake with me. I'll say that right now. Owen, the things I've said so far is the honest to God. It's just a feeling. If it sets up a fucking fight, well then set it up for a fucking fight. I've tried the best way to think about how I can go about this logically and explain to Nick reasonably what he did, and that's the end of the story. Is that's what it's gonna be. Uh, the way that it all happened, I got thrown on the bus. I felt, and end of fucking story. Like I sat here and I tried to set something up for him. He said he wanted in, so I was like, well, come on in. I set something up for him, and then I explained it to him before he gets on, like, hey, it's exactly what it's gonna be. And then all of a sudden, he gets a big chunk of money for the first week, and then some in the second week, and then all of a sudden he doesn't want to do it anymore. Okay, well, bottom, nonetheless, you guys interpreted it a certain way, right? So it's his responsibility to make sure then if he's saying something to say it the way that he needs to say it. So I don't need to know what he said firsthand because I'm hearing it from you guys, and that's the problem right there. It's So I wanted to clear that up at the beginning. Clearly, it's totally taking a damper on the show, which is fine. You know, I mean, it's just one day out of a lifetime. So if this so dramatically upset people, you know, you're more than welcome to log off for the day, and I'll be back on tomorrow sometime. But that was, yeah, that was the perspective. Well, Matota, I'll have the archives posted up hopefully later, so feel free to go through and watch them. No, it's okay, Tommy. Bottom, I know that, but you know, Bottom, did you donate money to him? Did you, you know, did you, from my perspective, listen to what he said to me and then have me get on? You know, I know that for some of you guys, this didn't bother you. I'm not, you know, that's fine. You're the people that weren't bothered, but I'm also trying to think of the people that were bothered. You know, exactly. So no, I'm not getting a hold of anybody to get on here. In fact, I've come to the conclusion that we cannot go the frat pad route. I can't get ex fratmen. We gotta just branch off and get different people, and that's fine. I have plenty of friends that are, you know, that are willing to, but that are willing to do that. No, Owen, I'm not claiming that anybody was upset about what we said. What I'm claiming is more or less is that there's an angle here where I look like I kind of just threw bullshit at you guys. That's probably the bigger thing. I know I didn't say anything that offended you guys the other night, and if it did, you know, I don't know how to get more kinder with my words. But it's just that Nick came on and made it sound like a whole different thing. Like that's the part that upset me. That is the part that, you know, that took it all and it's like, ugh. And then you got people that gave money, you know, that are like, you know, like, what the hell? This is how it comes off to me. So I can't remember words put in his mouth and what someone else did. But yeah, that's part of it, sure. You know. So I think the people who are arguing this are the people who weren't affected by it, and those are kind of the worst people to be arguing it. No offense to you guys, but you weren't affected by it, so of course it didn't matter to you. That's fine. This show is not about you. This show is about the people who were affected by it, and by me who was affected by it. You know, like. Well, thank you, boy. But yeah, so I don't know. It just comes to this. It comes back to this idea that it comes back to the original idea of what it needed to be, and that's not anybody. It's not having multiple people on the site. It needs to be, you know, it needs to be carried through on one specific person's back until the ship is set sailed. Does that make sense? And then we can invite other faces in. But at that moment, that'll set up for a whole different kind of it'll set up for a whole different kind of thing. His structure of how it'll all work. So I don't know. That being said, that's basically that's basically where I'm coming out with this thing. No, and I'm fine with that, Matota. Matota, this would have ended much earlier if people weren't, I guess, you know, so much trying to argue with it. This would have been done probably 20 minutes ago. Um, but yeah, no, I got that, Bear Dad, and I know, yeah, I know this stuff what you guys are saying. It was just more or less I felt you guys weren't seeing the point of view I was trying to present, so that's why I keep arguing it. You know, it's not. I really don't care if you. It's not so much if you prefer one point of view or prefer the other. It's more or less, yeah, if you don't see the point of view or if you don't see the other. You know. There were members here that that were upset about it. There were there was me here who was upset the way that it was done because I felt you know even immediately Campa, I don't know why you're trying to strap this whole thing because immediately you texted me and you're like, I'm confused. Nick said it was this, and that's where it started. And so then I went into chat that night and I started asking people and I was talking to different people, and that's where things started just you know making me upset. And granted, he might have said things one way in his cam shows, but clearly they came off in a consensus where the numbers outweighed him over here. So if it's the comp, it needs to keep rebuffering. Tommy, it might be your internet. Sounds like 'cause I don't think anybody else is having issues. Um, it's not sad today. It's just it's very. I just felt that was very disappointing because to me, what I saw was this, and maybe I should have written down, maybe I should have written this down on a piece of paper or something. But I saw a shift in moral values. I saw a shift in all these different things with Nick when that all happened. That's what I saw. I saw somebody who didn't stand their ground, and I feel men should stand their ground. So all right, sounds good, Tommy. What's up, Brandon? So that was that was definitely a key thing. Was that I felt was it wasn't I felt there was this clear shift in being okay with something when something is happening, but then all of a sudden it's not okay when this is happening. I don't know. Anyway, so basically back to I don't know what Leo puts up with. Leo doesn't have to deal with stuff like this. I know that because Leo, he's just taking care of the pad. That's a whole different scenario. Um, and plus there's an environment there that basically leaves openness for all that stuff that they do. So anyway, work was fun last night. Made some decent money. Um, freaking feel like something happened and I just don't remember it. Oh, it's okay, Brett. I'm not down. Well, I mean, yeah, hurt, sure, Matota, but it's not even me that's personally hurt. It's more or less it's more how do you explain this? It makes me look dishonest. Does that make sense? Now, not that I'm so much concerned about what you guys think of me. It's more or less I wanted to clear up that you know what I said versus what Nick said were two completely different things, and it makes me look like I took something and said something completely different. So I wanted to clear that up. That's what it is. And it's not so much that I'm hurt by Nick. I could give two shits what Nick does. It's more or less I do not like being. It's like saying, it would be like saying Matota, I think you're a baby killer. And then all of a sudden I just started going on. I said Matota's a baby killer. He kills babies. It's kind of fucked up, but you get what I'm saying. I'm portraying you as something you're not. That's the thing that really just oof. Yeah, but Matota, sometimes you just, you know, I don't like being portrayed in a way that's, oof. He told me something, we had a talk, we got on the phone, we talked for like a good 15, 20 minutes. Left me on a very strict thing, and I said, okay, I'm going to say all this to the members, and I'm going to put up to your last days on Friday, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Yeah, so that was I don't know. That was the key thing that just kind of took it and put it over edge for me. Um, Toe eats baby's pineapples. Yes, baby pineapples. So anyway, so yeah, so work was good last night. I hit the gym for the first time in like a week yesterday, or in a week, in like 3 months yesterday. Like I haven't lifted since I want to say somewhere around December, like a good solid lift. Um, like very early December, and man, am I sore as shit today? Like super sore. I'm really surprised at the amount of strength that I've still managed to maintain, but my muscle endurance is shot. I did like 3 sets of squats and I was dying for air. It's so stupid. And my legs were like so shaky and shit already. Like they were still able to get the same weight up, they just couldn't get it up as many times. If that's a good way. I know, right, Matilda? Like I'm still like I mean, I did and today's not even a bad day. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna suck. Chat and lost chat. Oh, Cuse, I'm sorry, buddy. Cuse, oh no. I'm sorry, Cuse. Cuse, I hope your week has been going well and getting better. Shut the fuck up, Batota. I need to learn how to use the gym properly. I don't use treadmills. Hey, it's okay, Tommy Don. Tommy Don, I think this. As long as you get good blood circulation throughout your body, you get good blood circulation to the brain, I think you're a-okay. That's the only thing I care about, at the end of the day. Making sure you can have a little extra body fat. You can have, it amazes me when people get so down on themselves for a little extra weight. Like it's not unhealthy to carry extra body fat at all. That's very okay. Your body can handle that. But if you're on the treadmill, that's great. I mean, I guess I do like weight resistance because it allows you to fortify your bones. That's about the big thing right there. We started stacking the wood. Too funny. How much body fat? There's a type of fat called brown fat that's apparently good to have a lot of too. What's brown fat, really? See, now I've never even heard of that. Boy Pasha? Everybody's got different tastes. Everybody's got different tastes. I use the back row and perversely stare at the nice looking rears in front of me. Oh, that's good, Tommy Don. That I like. Q says wood. This is not that kind of site. Good God. See, that's gonna be like the ongoing joke now with you guys. This is not that kind of site. It's like, how can I somehow instill something with you guys without turning it into just this big laughter riot? Payne was never fat. He just bulked up to this point where he was eating too much Burger King at 2 in the morning. That's what it was. It's apparently good for metabolism. Huh. He was never fat. Here, I'll pull up a picture. Just a second. Like, I'll show you guys the picture. One second. There's a second. Where is that fat bastard? Every time I do see this, I laugh my ass off. Because this is what happens. So we used to train together. Like, we'd work out all the time together. And then, and then, then whatchamacallit. And then he left for school. So he leaves for school and ends up coming back like literally like 2.5, 3 months later at most. Motherfucker's just a monster. He like went from like linebacker status to like lineman status. Like it was hilarious. But anyway, what ended up happening was all the football players were constantly like going out and getting drunk, and then they'd go eat loads of Burger King literally at 2, 3 a.m. And so he just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The funniest thing though is that the motherfucker was like strong as an ox. Like strong. Ridiculously strong. Just a second, I'm trying to find these pictures. He legitimately got super strong. It was insane watching. Just a second, we'll find it. Oh god, here's a good one. Alright, you guys want to see this shit? Just a second. This is a good one. Okay. So here's a good picture. So he was never fat. He just bulked up one time and got super like just huge. Anyway, this is like me. There's me on the left, and then there's fucking Pain, and we were like making these funny faces. That's one of our buddies in the middle, and yeah, motherfucker just got big. Like just came back a fucking tank. He's like a solid like 240, 250 in that picture. The guy in the middle he's nobody that you guys know, but he was like he got big. Like just a second, there's another picture too, where he's like playing basketball with the guys. Yeah, here we go. Christ. Yeah, sure. Like you can just see, you can see it. You see the little bit of who he was there. You gotta hold the Twinkies. It's on the Twinkie box. There's a second. There's another one. At least I think there is. Like there were some ones where like he's like lifting his shirt up and I'm like, what the fuck? Because he looks like he had a big belly and stuff too. Yeah, I think he took those ones down. I'm positive he did. And he took them down because he was getting so much shit for them. It was genuinely bothering him. So, it was so funny. There's a second. Let me find. Oh, it's probably no, it's not in here. He took it down. Yeah, I know. I was skinny, right? Um, it was not baby fat. Trust me, because he wasn't like that. He wasn't like that when he left. He legitimately devoured Burger King like crazy when he left. It was obnoxiously awesome. It was not water. There was water retention, but it was water retention from too much sodium. You just consumed sodium like crazy. It just was not. It was not. It was not good. Oh, he's having last F now. That's definitely for sure. I know the guy he looks great now these days. Like give me a second. He definitely did. He did well for himself. Cutting up. He doesn't post too many shirtless pictures these days, but what I mean. Like you can see him sitting here with Polly. Like, and you can see it. You can see it. He looks good. Oh, Johnny, I don't know. Hey, Rick. Hey, no problem, buddy. Don't worry. I understand. So yeah, and then here's like him with. So that's more recent days. Obviously, now he looks good. He's more manned up. His face is more, defined. Tends to be a characteristic that happens as you get older. So yeah. Polypermanence. What are you talking about, boy? Polypermanent. I don't really know what's up with those two so much. It sounds like they don't really hang out together so much more anymore, except for the gym. But they're both always off with their girlfriends. And I don't know. This may be rumor and hearsay, but from what it sounds like, Paulie only is with his girlfriend because he's just basically nervous to. Hey, no problem, Tommy Don. You take care, buddy. Have a good day at work. Thank you so much. It sounds like Paulie's only with them only with her because he's nervous that he can't get a girl or something. Because I guess like their gym all found out about like the pad and all that stuff. So he like jumped with the first girl that he could, and has been with her since. But oh, from what I've always understood, Polly's kind of a bit of a womanizer. That's is that a good way to put it? It does happen a lot, Brandon, and it's sad. It really is. It's sad. That the guys don't take a more confidence in who they are, and I'm starting to really realize that I really feel like I might be one of the few people who do. But Paulie was only at the pad for like a cup of coffee. Yeah, but Matota, it's still I don't know how to explain it other than really it you know I mean that's just it's how the cookie crumbles, you know. I don't know. Matota. I don't know. I really think you can put a lot of value in yourself, and you can really it's all a mental game. I could honestly have said that that stuff could have affected me, but it's landed me jobs. Not excuse me. I've landed jobs even with that stuff. You can Google my name and it comes right up, and it's not new news. And I'm able to get programming jobs. I'm able to do things. It affects you to the extent that you let it affect you. If you can still be a professional, if you still can be whatever you can be in the work environment and be perform just fine, it's not gonna affect you. Sometimes it does seem like you're one of the few that has their. Well, thank you, Bob. It's just it all comes back as Robert Paulson. Are we making a Fight Club joke? I don't get it. His name was Robert Paulson. Or Dustin Jankowski. Okay, now you guys are catching the names that I've made up before. Clearly I forgot the Robert Paulson one, but I know the Dustin Jankowski one. How's a car dealership going? It's a pain in the fucking ass still, Campa. Can't remember that API that you sent me? It doesn't fucking load. I pulled it up and I pulled up the API creator or whatever. I get the code and then I hit the create button and it doesn't load. It spends like 10 minutes loading. I walk away and it still never loads. So I can't connect it to Facebook. I'm trying to figure out, how to go about doing that. Hi Zeus, what are you doing? Come here, buddy. What you doing? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, you're so cute. Hi Chase. What are you doing? What's going on? Yes. I want the babies. Michelle Obama is very hot. Oh yes, all these puppies. All these puppies, yes. Yes, they all want to get petted. Oh my god. Oh. Doggy time. Oh yes. Oh yes. Gotta scratch them both at the same time. They both don't like they don't like separate attention. Like, or look at that. Gotta get them both. Oh, they're so cute. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, they're gonna go. There they go off on their own adventures. They're so cute. All those dogs. So we might be getting another roommate soon. Who's gonna bring another dog into the house? So we're gonna have 5 dogs. This is doggy land. I love it. He's like this super cute mix. If he ends up moving in, you guys will see. Like hands down one of the cutest like personalities in the dog I've ever seen. Just adorable. Yep, a man roommate. Yes. Dear God. We have 4 bedrooms in here. One of the people's moving out. That's why. They're moving out and so we gotta get the other room rented. Tell Nick to move in. I'll be honest, I don't foresee Nick making the adventure to leave where he's at. Uh, he's just he's comfortable and complacent where he's at. It's gonna take a big thing for him to want to move. So I hope that day comes soon for him because as a friend I like to see him grow, and I don't think he's growing where he's at. Um, it's like the dogs own the place and the humans just happen to live there. It's so true, Owen. It's so true. They're so cute. I don't know. I love them. They're all cute little dogs. They all got their own little cute personalities. Oh. God, man, that workout really killed me yesterday. Like, I'm still. I think it's the reason why I'm so sleepy today. Like, I forgot what this does. Especially when you do, like, a big squat day or something. Oof, your body is just recovering. Why leave when you can get free food in a home? Oh, I get what you're saying, Johnny. I mean, dogs, not Dallas. Oh, okay, never mind. Now I don't know what you're saying. I thought you meant Nick. Because, I mean, he's living with his parents, so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Squat days are the worst. No, they really are, Owen. Like, they take a ton out of you. Hey, has anybody been to Hawaii lately? I have a friend who lives, let me see real quick where she lives. Oh, she lives in Honolulu. Okay, never mind. No? Yeah, she moved there, like, back in November. And we keep randomly talking. And she says I should come back out to visit. And I tell her that I haven't been to Hawaii since way back in early pad days, and I hated it. Oh, our computer's about to die. Let me get you guys plugged in real quick. Only been to Switzerland. I was just in Hawaii. Well, I kind of live here. Really, only. Where about in Hawaii do you live? Everybody's gay? Really? What? So Hawaii is the new San Francisco or Palm Springs is what you're saying. See, now that I never knew. I never knew that. Even the straight men, seriously. Howdy stalking Casey. Casey lives in Spain. I don't know why you guys all keep thinking he lives anywhere else. He lives in Madrid. No joke. Just a second. Oh, good God. Just a second. I'm pulling up his information. Pasha means Vancouver. Oh, everybody's. Oh boy, Pasha. Whoops. Okay. I was misreading. I'm sorry. Casey knows Spanish. I don't know if he knows Spanish. I just heard this. I heard that he found a really rich woman who ended up basically loving him for everything that he is, and then moved him out to Madrid. And I guess it's like a cougar, a sugar mama. Just a second. Here. Oh wait, never mind. No, he might have moved back to Hawaii. I lied. Doozy. Yep, he might have moved back to Hawaii. I lied. So Howdy might be stalking him. And she's not a looker. What a jackass. You guys are jackasses. Being rich in Spain, there's a challenge, right? When I went to Spain, and I thought to myself, what the fuck? I think she's beautiful. You're crazy if you don't think she's a looker. She's gorgeous. How can she not be a looker? She's got beautiful lips, she's gorgeous eyes, nice facial structure. Good God, yes. I would make a baby with this woman. Beautiful. I'm just gonna keep saying it over and over again. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Sexy. That's funny. Look at now. Stop. Stop, Mike. Stop it. Quit it, Mike. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I'm done. Done looking at his Facebook. I'm done stalking him already. Ridiculous. Ridiculousness. Were you named after Michael Jackson? That is just the stupidest question in the world. Duh. Of course I was. Oh, the money sure looks good also. I'm sure too, but I mean you guys like that? You like that there? Boy and Brandon. Anyway, boy, when's your new video gonna be put up? I'm excited to see this. Cause I just listened to the lyrics of it the other day on YouTube. I was gonna text him at work. I'm bummed I can't. Aw, Owen, cause you look so like. I don't look a thing like Michael. Max is coming soon. All right, boy, I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I need it. Like seriously, I'm really excited actually for it. And the Rise of Shea. Rockstar. Michael. Rockstar. Michael. You know, I'm gonna make a separate music video to that song. You do realize that, right? Is that okay? Is that okay, boy? Like, I'm gonna take that song and put it on. I'm gonna get the recording and I'm gonna make a whole separate video to it of me just running around Scottsdale. It's gonna be the best. Okay, perfect. Cool. I'm excited. This is gonna be a good time. Rockstar. Michael. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I know exactly too what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Good. Solid. I'm excited. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. Can't wait. Too funny. Alright. Well, hey, guys. I know we spent so much of the damn... Yeah, send it to me in a high quality MP3 for sure. I know we spent most of the damn show pretty much just bickering at the beginning there. And I apologize for that. But it was something I needed to get cleared up, you know, simply put. So, I'm glad that we stuck it through. And thank you for those of you who were patient on sticking it through. But I gotta go ahead and get going. So, it was me who was bickering, Matota. So, I gotta go and get going. It's 4 o'clock here. I gotta get on with my day and, you know, get ready for the club tonight. And I got more homework and student night at midnight. Get that shit done. So, I'll have the schedule up tonight too for my show tomorrow. I'm thinking it'll be more towards the evening, and that'll be more fun because I wanted to get this cleaned out, get this clear out of the way, and you know, move on with our days. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. You know, as always, I love you guys. You know, that doesn't go away. And yeah, I'll have the schedule up tonight for tomorrow, and then the schedule for the rest of the week goes up Sunday nights. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah. So anyway, y'all take care. Have a great rest of your week, and or excuse me, great rest of your weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, and yeah, we will see you guys soon. All right. Ciao for now.